Hello everyone! How are we all doing? Hopefully you've all been having a fantastic weekend so far. Wow, that is really dark. Hold on. That's a bit better. Yeah, hopefully everyone's been having a good Saturday so far, and thank you, Blunter, for your own subscription and for the 5 gift subs as well. That was really generous. You didn't have to do that. It's really appreciated. Hold on. I'm about to move my webcam for some work stuff, so it's get that position well. Okay, the lighting's not great, but there's not really much I can do about that. So, it's been a little while since the announcement, so a quick refresher. This is a...
Hello there.
Hello there indeed, Rinley. This is a story-focused playthrough to prepare us for Xenoblade 3. So I'm going to be playing through it at the easiest difficulty, just to make it go by as quickly as possible. But just because it's story-focused doesn't mean there's going to be no side quests entirely. There are a couple of side quest chains that I do want to show off. Although I don't think we'll be seeing any of those today. But I don't see any point...
You can take me!
Don't forget me. We'll be getting to them. We'll be getting to them at some point. But, yeah, I don't see any point in delaying it any further, so might as well jump into this. It's already a week late.
Long ago, the world was nothing more than an endless sea, cloaked in a boundless sky, reaching as far as could possibly be imagined. Then 2 great titans came into existence. The Bionis and the Mechonis. The Titans were locked in a timeless battle. Until at last, only their lifeless corpses remained. Eons have passed. Now, our world, this vast land stretching across the remains of the Bionis, is under attack from a relentless force known as the Mechon.
Retreat! Retreat! Get away from me! Retreat! No, retreat! The end Mecon's unknown! No! No!
They're advancing down our weak right flank. For a bunch of soulless machines, they seem to know a thing or two. But we'll see.
Young man, we've been given the order to retreat. We're pulling back the line to Colony 6. That's where we'll set up the last line of defense.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Any more time spent hanging around here, and we're done for.
Count me in. We gotta get out of here.
Or we can stay and fight.
What? Ah!
We may die if we take a stand here, but staying gives us the chance to change our destinies. We have the Monado. With this, the future is ours for the taking.
Stupid beast. Your body can't take any more of the Monado. I can tell by just looking at you.
Getting short-sighted in your old age, Dixon. I'm fine. Don't worry, I'm still in control.
I should have known I couldn't talk sense into a beast. Let's do this. I'm going with you. You'll need someone to drag your corpse on.
As long as you think you've still got the strength in you, old man.
Boy, you two. We've been ordered to pull back. I'm leaving.
Well, I say you're coming with us. What would we do without those?
The enemy's second wave is approaching.
It's now or never, Dunban. Let's show them what we've got. We'll give them a warm Hom's welcome.
Acknowledged.
Yeah. Ha. What are they trying to prove? I'm not throwing my life away. No point dying in some godforsaken field. Nothing for it. I'll have to use Dunban as a decoy. Yeah, that should give me time to escape.
Yeah, Dixon really does look like Hulk Hogan, doesn't he? It's uncanny. So, the Monado is a very, very special weapon. It's the only weapon capable of damaging Mechon. So, poor Mumkar and Dixon here aren't going to be able to do much. But, that's what Monado arts are for. So, let's just build up my talent art gauge here. So, Xenoblade kind of plays like an MMO. You do auto attacks just by standing close to an enemy. So I have two arts I can use. I have Monado Enchant and Monado Buster. Monado Enchant will allow my party members to also damage the Mechon, whereas Buster is just a really big attack. Alright, this is just a tutorial battle, so this isn't too hard. But yeah, Buster's pretty powerful. Alright, let's keep this going. Right, looks like the enchant's run out. Right, let's get that back up. Yes, it is. So X is basically built on top of one's battle system.
Victory is ours.
Okay, big boys here. Okay, that was not a nice attack. But yeah, any weapon that isn't enchanted or the Monado is only going to do 1 damage to Mechon. So managing your enchant is very, very important.
You've got to be kidding.
It's their main force. Looks like the Mechon are hell-bent on taking us out.
They'll have to be if they want to beat us. Now, let's even the odds a bit.
You heard him.
Dixon, Mumkar, let's do this. Ah! Dunban!
I ain't going down that easily.
Dunban! You alright?
What does it look like? I'm still good to go.
Guess even a hero's gotta reach his limit eventually.
Mumkar! What are you doing? That way is...
Sorry, brothers. Hate to drop this on you, but it's the Monado they're after. So have fun keeping them occupied for me. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Mumkar, you dirty...
Now, don't worry. I'll organize your funerals. Well, see you, boys. Wait!
Huh? If this is a joke, it ain't funny. Looks like this is it. At least we know our luck can't get any worse from here. Dumban?
Dixon, take care of the survivors.
Dumban, what are you playing at?
Those idiots. I'll just come and get the Monado when everything's quieted down a bit. That thing's gonna be mine! Oh no, please! No!
Vile Mechon. If you think the Homs, the people of Bionis, are just waiting here for you to pick us off, you are sorely mistaken.
I get chills every time from that pull-out scene. So good. So good.
A Mechon M71? I bet I can use its optical system to align one of the anti-air batteries. Oh, no good. It's broken. The joint section. It's buckled. It's completely useless. Ugh. Huh? An M69! Its armor would be perfect for making a shield. If I can just get it off, I should be able to... Shulk! Ryan! It's not a Mechon. It's just a Crabble. It was using the Mechon armor as a shell.
I'll lure it away and topple it. When it's down, use your arts to finish it off.
So, as I said, auto attacks happen over time. There are two types of arts. There are regular arts and there are your talent art. So your regular arts just recharge over time, like they did in Xenoblade X. Your talent arts recharge by auto attacking. So you need to strike a good balance between auto-attacking and using your main arts, as talent arts are pretty powerful. They tend to be very central to a character's playstyle. Now, keep myself healed. Come on, Ryan, do your job, get the aggro. Yeah, you're going to be hearing Ryan time a lot. So these tutorials are just going over what I've explained, really.
It's over. Let's not lose our heads, though.
So yeah, very briefly, I want to talk about that opening section because it's probably my favourite opening in the series. Oh, never mind, looks like we're still fighting. Right, so aggro is a very important mechanic. The more you attack and the more damage you do, the higher your aggro will be. Whoever has the highest aggro will get targeted by enemies. I want to keep the aggro off of Shulk because he's not very bulky.
I'm feeling it. All right, we can do it. We've almost got him. Powering up. Nice one, Ryan.
Thanks, Ryan. That was a close one.
Man, what were you doing wandering off by yourself? Stay where I can keep an eye on you. It's pretty dangerous outside of the colony. There are all kinds of monsters.
Yeah. But thanks to you, we got its shell. Everyone in the colony's gonna be really happy.
I'm more worried about you than the shell. Oh, whatever. Knowing what you're like, at least you'll make a decent weapon out of it. This scrap driver's excellent.
I just learned by watching Dixon make weapons.
Of course, Dunban's weapon still beats them all.
The Monado. I hope I can figure out the secret of its power one day.
You will, Shulk. Anyway, we better get back to the colony. If I'm late for drills again, old Squaretash is gonna kill me.
Squaretash? Oh, the Defense Force Colonel. He's pretty scary.
Tell me about it.
Sorry, I didn't mean for you to come all the way out here during your break.
Don't worry about it. Let's get back.
So yeah, that opening cutscene, I really enjoy it. First of all, just the fight between the Bionis and the Mechonis. It's probably one of the most iconic scenes in the series. It's just a really cool set piece. The whole world of Bionis and Mechonis is a really cool set piece, and it's a good intro to it. But a lot of RPGs fall into the traps where they have really slow openings, and they kind of need to, because they need to introduce the world and the characters. But it can really hit the pacing sometimes. So what Xenoblade does is gives you a bit of a taste of the action that happened previously, before finally introducing you to Shulk 1 year later. Right, so nothing too important in there. So, I didn't get to show it off in battle, but the topple combo that we also saw in Xenoblade X originated here. The first stage is Break, which doesn't do much by itself. All it does is just open up the enemy to be toppled. Toppling an enemy will knock them over, they won't be able to attack. All your attacks are going to land, so you won't be able to miss anything. And I believe critical hits do more damage. But toppling is actually something that was simplified going from Xenoblade 1 to X. It's like the only thing that was simplified. And that's that the previous stage remains applied underneath the topple. So if the topple runs out, the break's still going to be there and its timer will have paused, allowing you to topple it again. And that's quite handy, because if you know what you're doing and you can topple fast enough, you can basically keep enemies infinitely toppled. There's also a third stage to this combo called Daze. I don't think it does anything different than Topple, it just makes it last longer. So, these two characters here, Shulk and Rein, we're gonna be getting used to these guys. We're gonna be playing a lot with them. So Shulk is your standard Xenoblade protagonist, and he pretty much defined the standard Xenoblade playstyle. He's a very powerful DPS, gets some big damage numbers later on, and gets a lot of bonuses and special effects from getting off positional damage. So basically he wants to get to the side of enemies or behind enemies to work better in battle. Because of this, you want to keep enemy aggro off of him, because if they're always trying to look at him, he's not going to be able to get those bonuses off, and he's also really squishy, so he's going to go down pretty quickly if he gets the aggro. But he's actually pretty capable of dealing with that. He gets his own art called Shadow Eye, which allows him to reduce his own aggro. And that is actually a lot more helpful than you'd think. I end up using that quite a bit because Shulk's damage can get kind of ridiculous. He can pick up aggro pretty easily. But he's not just an attacker. He also functions pretty well as a support. As you saw in the fight, he has a healing art, Light Heal. And even though it's only a weak heal, it's actually pretty viable. I find it's useful even to the end of the game, but it's pretty decent. He also has multiple ways of inflicting break on the enemy. I think he has about 3 different ways of inflicting break, plus his talent art allows him to inflict break as well, so he's really good at setting up for combos. And he will also get access to Topple and Daze later on, allowing him to do the whole combo by himself, which is pretty impressive. Rein here is your standard face tank. He has a lot of AoE attacks, he grabs the attention from all of the enemies, and then uses his high defense to survive. Pretty basic. However, face tanks in Xenoblade have a bit of an issue, and it's due to how aggro works. So while aggro builds up by doing attacks and doing lots of damage, it will decrease by receiving attacks. And obviously because he's getting hit a lot, he's going to be constantly having his aggro decrease, so he's got a bit of an uphill battle to keep it up. Thankfully, his talent art, Mad Taunt, allows him to get round this, because that will inflict something called Taunt on an enemy, which will force them to attack him regardless of aggro. But he is going to be outclassed as a tank later on. Thankfully, Monolith actually kind of prepared for this. So Rein kind of respecs as he goes through the game. A lot of his later skills and arts allow him to function more as a dodge tank or as like a bulky attacker. And I actually quite like that, because it keeps him relevant even when he's been outclassed at his original job. And as he said in the cutscene, Rein is also a pretty reliable source of Topple. Right, so let's actually get into some battles here. And now, this is going to sound like blasphemy, But I am not the biggest fan of this standard battle theme. I don't think it's bad. I just think compared to basically every other battle theme in the series, it's just not as good. I do think Definitive Edition made it a bit better, but it's still not my favourite. Right, so let's see if I can get a break off here. There we go. So break is applied. Ryan. Okay, he did topple it, but he killed it. Right, things I need to do. So I'm going to be putting on casual mode. This is going to make things go just a lot faster. Basically, my damage output is going to be doubled, and the damage I'm receiving is going to be halved. It also gets rid of the kind of level discrepancy penalty. So basically, if you're 5 levels below an enemy, your agility is reduced and your accuracy is reduced, so you're not going to be able to hit enemies higher than you. Honestly, I really don't like this mechanic, and I'm glad future games scrapped it, because it's really fun seeing people, you know, be able to beat like level 99 enemies at level 1. But also, all of the super bosses in the game end up being more than 5 levels higher than you, and you can never get up to their level. So most of your build is just spent stacking accuracy, so you can actually hit the damn things. It's just annoying. But yeah, I have played Xenoblade 1 before. I played through it all on normal difficulty, so I'll have no judgment for casual mode. As I've said, the whole point is to get through this quickly, so I can get to Xenoblade 3. Right, gonna try and get to like level 3 or 4 around here, I think.
Alright, I'm feeling it. Good job, everyone. Man, what a bunch of jokers.
Okay, right. Yeah, I think a few more fights should get me to level 3. That should be good enough.
Right, you're a lifesaver.
There we go. Right. I'm going to let you guys listen to this music for a little bit, because it's really nice.
Here we are. I better stop in at HQ. You off to the weapon development lab?
Yeah, when I've sold any parts I can't use.
All right. See you later.
Right, so I actually saw a comment from Ben that I forgot to address. Mumcar, yes, he does look quite a bit like Gort. The reason for that is they tend to fall into the same like character archetype. So they're quite similar in that regard. Also, you can't see the map, but a couple of things I want to show off very quickly. There we go. So first of all, you'll notice that there's a yellow trail. This was a quality of life update added in Definitive Edition. It will show you exactly where you need to go. And this also works for random collectibles from quests. Like, it's able to work out where they are and show you, which is... It saves so much time. And speaking of quests, you can see a lot of white exclamation marks already. I'm going to be ignoring most of those. So, Colony 9 here. I do want to talk about it a little bit. Because the setting of Bionis and Mechonis isn't just cool, they actually took into account where on the body an area is, and sort of how that would affect the area. So Colony 9 here is located on the back of the Bionis' right leg, And so it's kind of isolated and far away from the rest of the world, creating this nice little peaceful community. And because of the way the Bionis' leg is bent, there's a lot of rocks and stuff that fall from above. And that's why they've got all these big anti-air cannons, just to shoot that stuff down and make sure it doesn't damage the town. Just goes to show how much thought Monolith have put into this. It's a really, really well-developed world. Right, there should be an armor shop somewhere. Yeah, here.
Well,
I want to see if I can get anything for Shulk. How much money? I have 3,000. Okay, not much. Bionis swole. Bionis is indeed very swole. Oh yeah, one thing you'll notice here is that gear has weight to it, so you can have light gear, medium gear, or heavy gear. The heavier the gear, the lower your agility will be, which means it'll be harder to dodge stuff. So this heavy gear is going to be really good for Ryan, not so much for Shulk. So just going to get some light gear for him. You'll also notice some of this gear is blue, some of it is pink. Blue is what's known as slotted gear, so it has empty slots you can put gems into, which give you all sorts of buffs and stuff. And then pink is unique, which is basically slotted gear, except it comes pre-slotted with something. For the most part, you want slotted stuff, but there's some really good unique stuff you can get as well. But yeah, world building details like that are always really nice to see, and Monolith are just, they're really good at it. Alright, I'll grab that. That's quite expensive. I don't want to spend too much on his arms. Just get some 9 cuffs, I think. I think the 9 bottoms would be better. And then I can't get any shoes, but I can probably sell some of the junk that I've got. Not his sword, though. It might be called a junk sword, but I'm not selling it. Yeah, let's just sell this stiff hair. Right, so, which menu is it? There's a lot of menuing in this game, so get used to that. Right, so I'm going to give Shulk all of this 9 stuff. As for slots, can't do anything with that just yet. So, in Definitive Edition, they added the fashion gear system from Xenoblade X, except they've actually made it a lot better. So in X, you actually had to physically put a bit of gear into that slot, and you couldn't use it for anything else. Here, it just looks at all the gear you've got, looks at the visual style for them, and just allows you to equip them. And this isn't exclusive to your save file, it's across every save file. So what you can do is you can kind of exploit this. You can go to a shop, buy every bit of gear, and then just load your previous save, and you'll be able to get all of the fashion styles without wasting your money on gear you don't want, which is, I don't know if that's intended, but it's something that I really like. So I think I tend to be pretty boring. I tend to leave characters in their default gear, so I'm going to get rid of the goggles. I think I might leave Shulk in this blue for a little bit, because I think it does look quite nice on him. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing any side quests today, so all of these people that have problems, they can just kind of deal with it. It's not my problem. There's a lot I want to get through today, so I'm going to be kind of rushing through stuff. Right, don't think I can do gems yet. This isn't a swimsuit playthrough. No, it's not. I am going to try and take it somewhat seriously. Xenoblade 2 is the game where I'll be doing swimsuits, because that game does not take itself seriously.
I need to be even stronger.
So you'll have noticed that I've been getting these affinity coins every time I level up. They do have a purpose, but I'll be talking about that a bit later on. What's this? Oh, this is just landmarks, so you can fast travel to them. I'm going to wear a swimsuit. Well, Rex will. I won't. I don't think I can on Twitch.
You idiots! What the hell are you playing at?
Uh-oh. The Colonel's going to explode.
Crashing the mobile artillery into a house. How long of you been in the Force?
Sorry, sir. It's just that we were trying to go as fast as we could, like you ordered.
But it's impossible to get back to the military district in only 40 seconds.
I don't want any excuses. Champions don't whine, they win.
Yes, sir.
You're a disgrace to the uniform. Are you forgetting the shame you brought on this force during joint maneuvers with Colony 6? Stick your back into it, maggots! Move it!
Yes, sir.
Get the artillery back to the military district, double time! Then I want 1,000,000 press-ups from both of you, and you better not stop until your biceps explode!
Colonel, we can't move the artillery.
What? You better give a damn good reason why.
Sir, the impact of the crash damaged the ether conduction cable. The ether fuel proceeded to leak out, and now the cylinder is empty.
Well, change the cylinder then. Can't you even do something as simple as that?
The auxiliary cylinders have all been used up. It'll be 3 days until more come in, sir.
I told you to keep a stock of fuel in reserve.
Sorry, sir.
You're nothing but slackers.
Same old Colonel. At this rate, the men will all be dead before they see any action.
So yeah, that is one of the more memed on scenes in the franchise. There's a lot of YouTube poop edits of that one. I do like Colonel Vanguard. He's a funny character. But speaking of memes and stuff, Xenoblade obviously has a bit of a reputation for repeating voice lines. If there are any that you guys find funny and get attached to, let me know, and I'll make them a sound alert for you. Anyway, Shulk has a job to do. You know, he's like us. He has full-time work. It sucks. But he actually enjoys his job.
All right, Shulk. How are you?
Dixon! When did you get back to Colony 9?
Just now. I see you've been busy. Looks like your Monado research has been going well. I made the right choice leaving you in charge.
Your research notes really helped.
So, you can activate it now then.
Well, anyone can activate it. The problem is controlling it.
Yeah, for everyone except him.
Yes. If anyone other than Dunban were able to control the Monado, we could surpass any military force in the world.
You think so? What are these hidden functions you mention?
It's still only conjecture, but it's starting to look like the Monado might be something far more significant than just a weapon for defeating Mechon.
I see. And the evidence to support your theory?
It's the symbol that appears in the center when it's activated. What I know is, the central piece is made from multi-layered glass. The symbol appears on the top layer, and each layer is constructed differently.
So it's possible that other symbols could appear on different layers.
Which means...
the Monado might conceal even more power. Am I right?
if we could just unlock the Monado's power.
Dunban! Dunban!
Prioritize the most severely injured! Come on, get a move on!
Dunban!
Don't look like that. I haven't come yet. Shulk. It was the Monado. It was controlling me. Even so, it saved us. Saved our future. Next, it will be up to you.
Dunban,
Well, I better get the supplies delivered to the defense force. I'll drop round the HQ and see how they're getting on.
Okay then. I'll see you later.
Shulk, you're spending too much time in the lab. Either that or rummaging for junk in the scrapyard. It ain't healthy for a kid your age. That's why you're always looking so pasty. You should get out, get some fresh air once in a while. All right, I'm off.
Dunban, are you awake yet?
Is it time to eat already? You didn't have to bring it yourself. You could have just called me.
Don't be silly. Do you want me to feed you?
Don't treat me like an invalid. I'm better than I was a year ago.
Much better. I really thought I lost you back then.
Yes, but now I'm almost well enough to handle the Monado again.
Dunban, don't say that. The Meccan have gone now. Oh, why would you say that?
I just mean I'm prepared. Sorry.
Okay. More importantly, eat up before it gets cold. I made something really special today.
Don't feel like you need to stay here then, Fiora. Go and make your next delivery.
Huh?
Well, I'm sure you'd like Shulk to try some while it's still hot.
That's okay. Shulk has no sense of taste. He'll say it's delicious even if it's stone cold.
In which case, today he would actually mean it.
Maybe.
I'm fine, Fiora. Off you go.
Okay. Dunban, thanks.
I'm not finished yet. I have to be prepared to use the Monado again.
So yeah, I think a lot of people thought that about the Monado. They thought it was just a hole. But yeah, there's actually glass in there. Although it wasn't just the Wii disc that lied to us. I think Shulk's amiibo also just has it as a hole. It's a little detail about the Monado that I think a lot of people kind of just gloss over.
Hey, Fiora.
Dixon!
Looks like you're in a hurry. Where are you off to?
I just thought I'd take Shulk some food. I'm on my way to the lab.
Shulk's not there right now.
Really?
I just sent him out to get some fresh air. You know where he'll have gone.
Outlet Park.
That's the one.
Okay. Thanks, Dixon.
I think it's a little sturdier than that, Sam. Right, I was going to say something, but I've blanked, so I'm just going to keep going. But yes, we are getting to the sandwich scene soon. The sandwich scene is an iconic Xenoblade moment. But I don't want this to happen at night time, and I want to show off something that, for some reason, Xenoblade X removed and made it a lot worse. But you can just change the time from the menu at any time. It's really convenient. So, Fiora here is, like Shulk, a DPS character, but she differs a little bit. Whereas Shulk is more focused on bigger, harder-hitting hits, Fiora is more focused on a lot of faster, smaller hits. She's also capable of inflicting something called Bleed, which is a damage over time effect, which is very, very powerful and very worth using. And she's also a source of Break and Daze, so she pairs with Shulk and Ryan pretty well. Her talent art is Butterfly Step, which is a very, very powerful multi-hit attack that will have her carving through her enemies like a hot knife through butter. I do quite enjoy Fiora's playstyle. I'm a big fan of dual wielding weapons in these games. They always feel very fun to control.
Just think I feel stronger.
What do you mean, Blunter? Yeah, I'm glad 2 brought it back. It's not as necessary in 2 as it is in this game. This game really makes you use it if you do the side content. That's fair enough, Rinley. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoy your dinner. Let's, can I get... Okay, no, I'm quite a while off level 5, so I won't worry about it. But yeah, I do really like Colony 9 as a starting area. It's pretty, it's quaint, and it's peaceful. And this music is really nice. It's... Honestly, I think it's quite an underrated track. I don't see it talked about all that much, but I've always really liked it. I actually like it more than the early game field track that always gets praised. But we probably won't be hearing that one today.
I know we can do it. I know I can.
Just grab this lettuce off the ground. I'm sure that'll make the sandwich better.
The Monado. It's the only sword that's effective against the Mechon armor. They say that before time began, it was wielded by the Bionis. The same Bionis that we all live on. It must have a secret. That's how Dunban was able to destroy so many Mechon. And why he lost the use of his right arm. If I can just unlock the secret of its power...
Shulk!
Fiora! This is great. It tastes so good.
Really?
It's amazing.
Oh, Shulk, you say that every day.
Not quite. It's always delicious. But today, it's amazing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness. I used some special herbs and spices today. So if you said it was just the same as usual, I'd know for sure you had no sense of taste.
What?
Oh, nothing. The breeze feels so good.
Yeah. I'd forgotten what it feels like. I never thought it could be so quiet here.
You're spending too much time with Ryan. You're getting used to all the noise he makes.
Yeah, maybe.
It's so peaceful. You know, Shulk, I hope every day can be like this, always.
Huh? The debris siren.
Strange. There hasn't been much falling lately.
There might be more on the way. The anti-air batteries can't protect us out here. Let's get back to the lab.
Okay.
Hey, Adamski, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Yeah, I love sandwiches as well. I'm a big fan of bread. But yeah, Xenoblade protagonist not eating properly. It's going to be something we're seeing a lot of. Something I've also kind of never really gotten about that scene is when she makes the meal for Dunban. It's like a soup or a curry or something. Yet when she brings it to Shulk, it's a sandwich. It's odd. And Blunter, if you really want me to show off Fiora's swimsuit, I'm sure I can make a stop at the shop and see if I can buy it. Hold on. Just for you, Blunter, I'll put her in the swimsuit very briefly. Don't say I never do anything for you. But this right here is a heart-to-heart. These are scattered all over the world. They're basically ways of developing the bonds between your characters and fleshing out their characters a bit more. I'm not going to be doing all of these because some of the later ones have some really steep affinity requirements. But any that I come across that I'm able to do, I will be showing off on stream just because they are nice little moments. Yeah, exactly. I've got to reward him. Oh, Immovable Gonzalez. We'll be seeing him. Hey, Shulk. You remember that time we watched the sunrise right here? It was when we were quite young. Yeah, I remember. We came because. So, you can pick options. One is a good option, and one is a bad option. I think I'm going to go with I invited you. Oh, that was a bad option. You don't remember, do you? And since when have you ever invited me to do anything? Oh, I could have sworn that was what happened. No, silly. I had a big fight with Donban and ran out with the house. Oh yeah, it's coming back to me now. If I'm remembering right. Even I got shouted at, you wanted to marry me. But yeah, I don't know what all of the good options for these are, so... even I got shouted at? Okay, that was the good one. Yeah, Dunban was pretty angry. But I shouldn't have said I was going to run away from home. You really had him shaken up. He was worried about you. I know. I'm sorry. You didn't have to stay with me all night. Of course I did. Besides, it was fun. I'd do it again in a heartbeat. But yeah, they're nice little moments when you pick the right options. And I'm not always the best at doing that. Right. Back to the main Colony 9 then. I could fast travel, but since Blunter wanted to see the swimsuit, I may as well walk there, see if I can fight a few more enemies.
Is everybody ready?
Everyone, do your best.
Thanks, Shulk, for just one-shotting the enemy. That's the power of casual mode.
Okay, let's go.
Everyone, do your best.
And Fiora's nearly level 5 as well, nice. Yeah, it might be. Alright, see if I can find one more enemy to get a level for Fiora. Okay, those guys are level 1, so they probably won't help. I may as well kill them, though. Yeah, I would explain the big blue ring that appears on screen, but I played through Xenoblade X. You guys know what that is by now. And apparently I'm very bad at it.
Yay! We win.
Nice job.
Okay, I don't think I'm going to get Fiora to level 5. Right, I should probably put some clothes back on her. Sorry, Blunter. How do I remove it? Actually, does she have... Yeah, she has a blue option like Shulk. Or a brown option, I guess. So I'll put that on her. There are more interesting outfits later on than just these recolors, but a lot of the early ones are just recolors. I approve of X being the one you're furthest in. X is my favourite. Blue, brown, what's the difference? I mean, they both begin with B. And technically blue does make up brown, so it's close enough. Yeah, sometimes you want to just walk to areas you've been to before rather than fast travel, because you can find new routes, find new landmarks and stuff. It's worth doing. Don't just be tempted by the convenience. And also, you might get to see a Nopon, which should make anyone's day better. I'm glad that Tatsu emote gets a lot of use. I've got some other emote ideas coming up, but I'm going to wait until we see the scene in question.
Rhine?
Rhine, what are you doing?
Shulk! No, I'm just...
Rhine!
Goodness.
Fiora, are you okay?
I'm fine.
It's broken.
What? What do you mean it's broken? Don't you care about me? I could have died.
You're not hurt, are you? The Monado can't cut people.
More importantly, what were you thinking, Rhine?
Sorry, I came to ask a favor, but you weren't here. And I saw the Monado and...
I know I'm here a lot, but even I need fresh air sometimes. Is your body still feeling numb? We have to be very careful with the Monado. It's not a toy.
I know, man. I just wanted to touch it. Didn't know it would do that. Sorry. But is it true? The Monado really can't cut people?
The pattern in that circle. Or maybe it's a symbol. I think it shows which power the Monado has at the moment.
You think it's... a symbol?
Well, if I can find a way to increase the number of symbols, I should.
I'm sure that's all very clever. But why were you more worried about a machine than me, Shulk?
Well, I just explained why.
That's not the point.
Sorry.
Look at you, worthless without the Monado.
Until I've scrapped each and every one of you!
So, of course I want to get my revenge!
Your blade, it did not cut deep enough.
No!
Shulk! Shulk!
What on Bionis happened there?
Rhine. Fiora.
Are you okay? Does it hurt?
No. Rhine, when you held the Monado, did you see anything?
You know, like a blue blade made of light came out. Same as just now.
I don't mean that. A feeling like time had stopped, and then...
Time had stopped.
So, was it only me who saw that?
That sounds strange. Is it another Monado thing?
Who knows? Anyway, no matter how good a sword it is, that's what happens when you hold it. Looks like Dunban really is the only one who can use it.
I won't let my brother use it ever again. Not after what it did to him.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Anyway, the point is I'm fine. To be honest, this has happened a few times before. I've been researching the Monado for a long time.
Shulk, don't act as if this is nothing.
Look, don't worry about it. Anyway, Rhine, what did you want to ask me about?
Oh, yeah. Old Square Tash has gone and put me on punishment duty. Fancy tagging along?
Punishment? The Colonel was pretty angry today. Did he hit you?
Well, whether he hit me is neither here nor there, really. Although, actually, he did end up hitting me. And that ain't all. He made me do 1,000 squats and sit-ups.
Whoa, nasty.
Yeah. And now I have to go all the way to the Magmel ruins and back.
So you have to go and collect the ether cylinders?
That's the one. They're used to power the mobile artillery. Looks like the damage has been repaired. They can't move without the ether energy. And it seems like the fueling station's all out of stock.
Is the mobile artillery that big machine that crashed in the residential district?
Yeah, probably.
You know your way around there, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'll go with you.
Yeah, knew you would.
Hold on. The Magmel ruins are in Tephra Cave, right? I heard that there's a Mel lizard nest there. I couldn't take it if anything happened to Shulk. He's delicate. Not like you, Ryan.
What are you on about?
I'll be fine. I can take care of myself.
But...
Okay, I got it. I'll make you a promise. Shulk won't even get a scratch.
a promise doesn't mean much coming from you.
She don't trust me at all.
Nah, she doesn't mean it.
Crashing the mobile house into an artillery? How long have you been on the force? Right, anyway, so back to just Shulk and Rhine. Fiora's gonna go off and hang around there, I guess. Right, can I change up Rhine's equipment? See if I've got any secondary types for him. Okay, so I don't think I have a recolor of his gear, but I have this gear instead that I can put on him. So I might stick him in that just so he matches with Shulk a little bit. And I do have a reason in this particular instance for changing his gear. It might get shown off, but basically flashback scenes in this game remember what gear you were wearing. So let's say that I was wearing a swimsuit during a scene it gets flashback to. Even if I'm not wearing the swimsuit when the flashback happens, I would still be wearing the swimsuit in the flashback, and it's a pretty neat little detail. It's something that's easily missed, but I think it's cool that they went and did the extra effort for that. Right, this time I am going to fast travel if I can remember which button's the map. There we go. So Tephra Cave is up this way. But yeah, again, it's really cool that they did that. And there are a lot of flashbacks in this game. Anyway, I also think I want to play as Rhine for a little bit. God, I've been playing so much Xenoblade 3 that I'm not used to these menus. Actually, I might also see if I can get some equipment for Rhine. Yes, the Wii version does do that as well. Like, the Wii version might have been ugly as shit, but it does a lot of really impressive things for a Wii game.
Well?
So, okay, I need to sell some stuff. I'll sell some of those. Maybe sell some of those. See what I can get with that. Okay, I can only afford one thing, so I think I'm going to get him a new weapon. I really enjoy playing as Rhine. I quite enjoy his playstyle. Actually, that's also just reminded me of something. So, you can also do fashion gear for weapons, and this wasn't a thing in X, and I'm really glad that they added this in, because it's something I really wanted them to do. I'm going to keep him with what he has for now, because it looks quite cool, but it's nice that it's there. I'm not sure why there are hand bonnets here. We're on the leg. We're closer to the foot than the hand. Are there any of them that are actually not level 1? Yeah, there's a level 4 one. Might be a better one to show off Rhine on. So, Rhine. How you play Rhine is just spam your arts, basically. So you want to spam your arts as much as possible so he gets all of the aggro.
Not even a challenge. Cool. Let's keep this up.
Can I get up there? Maybe up this way. Oh, yeah. best voice line in the game. Come on, Ryan, do it again. A suck on this, redeem. I mean, we can do.
It's crashing time. I'm ready.
Oh god, maybe I should target the one closer. Hey, Shulk said the thing. Ryan also said the thing.
I'm feeling it. Not long now. Okay, let's have that. Yeah, we got him good. Let's stay focused.
You know, I forgot how long the walk to Tephra Cave was. Ah, also, something I've just seen that's happened. Oh. No, never mind. Ignore me. I was going to show off something, but it looks like it hasn't happened. You're a bit bulky. I'll fight you.
Crashing time. I'm ready.
There's your Shulk dying scream then.
We can definitely do this.
Unfortunately, the cliffs around here all have water at the bottom of them, so I wouldn't be able to show it by jumping off a cliff.
Come on, beat. Bring it on.
But yeah, that scream is really dramatic for just getting knocked over.
Not even a challenge. Cool. Let's keep this up.
Yeah, while I'm playing as Ryan, something I do quite enjoy about Xenoblade 1 is how every character just has a set playstyle. Now, don't get me wrong, I really enjoy the class systems of X and 3, and I really enjoy the blade system of 2, and how much you can customize characters. But there's just something to be said about every character having a defined role and just kind of knowing what you're doing with them. It makes playing a little bit less taxing on the brain. And considering this game probably has my least favourite battle system in the series, it's nice to be able to just not worry about making characters good. Yes, the werehog scream was very dramatic. My favourite death screen, though, will always be the Lego Yoda one.
You forgot something. You will be needing the transport cases, right?
Fiora.
Ah, I'm coming along as well. I'd feel better going with you boys than sitting at home worrying about you. So, let's get moving.
I knew she didn't trust me.
Looks like it.
Can I do the Yoda scream? No, I'd like my throat to not be destroyed. Right, I probably should not have skipped over that tutorial. That was about chain attacks. That's actually very important. So this is very important, and I believe they took this out of 2 and 3. I think X still has it, but you can actually tell how an enemy will aggro you, so it will either aggro you on sight, based on sound, or won't aggro you at all. I believe there's also some proximity ones as well, but I think they come up a lot later. So Tephra Cave is a large cave stretching up through the Bionis' leg. Because it is inside the leg, there isn't as many kind of like details that fit with it being part of the leg. Because, you know, it's not like on the surface or anything, it is just a cave. But it's still an okay area. It's definitely a lot less impressive visually than Colony 9, though. Right, let's get the topple here. Also, you may notice that these bunnets are not bunnets, they are bunibs. Xenoblade 1 is probably the worst for this. There are a lot of enemy types that are basically an already existing enemy type just with a slightly different name. And it's... I feel like they ran out of, like, budget a little bit when it comes to enemies, so they had to reuse a fair few of them. It's something the series gets better at. But this is still the first game in the series, and given what the previous Xeno games were like and how well they handled their budgets, or not well, it's kind of understandable that Monolith were like, okay, we can't mess around too much. Ah, that right there is something I should not be fighting. That is 4 levels above me. Hey, Aqua, thank you for the raid. I'll get a shout out going for you real quick. How are you doing? How is your stream?
Let's give them hell! Everyone, do your best!
Good luck, everyone.
All right, I'm feeling it through. Cool. Let's keep this up.
Yeah, Xenoblade is going very well. As always, as it always does.
Let's give them hell. I'm ready.
Good luck, everyone.
Come on.
Alright, let's lower this thing's strength. I probably shouldn't have attacked it. It's 2 levels higher than me.
We've almost got him.
I should hopefully get a level up off it though. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't.
We've definitely gotten
That's
stronger.
That's disappointing. Ah, right. That is a unique monster I might actually be able to take on. I'll just get rid of its buddies first.
All together now. Suck on this. Not long now. Okay. Bring it on.
Final push, guys. Let's do it. I can do it. I know I can. Tear attack. Ready and waiting.
Been waiting for
Right.
this.
I'll probably get to show off chain attacks during the unique monster fight.
All you got? Cool. Let's keep this up.
We've definitely gotten stronger.
So, Xenoblade has a good soundtrack. I think that's just a universally accepted fact at this point. And the first game is no exception. But when it comes to the soundtrack, there are 3 tracks in particular that tend to be people's go-to examples. I think it's time to hear one of them.
We can definitely do this. Chain attack. I'm powering up. Cool. Let's do it. Wow.
I feel stronger.
Now it's right time. Bring it on.
I can do it.
Right. I'm
I
feeling
know I
it.
can. Butterfly
Suck on this. Right here. We can definitely do this. I'm powering up. Suck on this.
I don't feel so good. I can do it.
Wow.
I know I can. Just a little butterfly.
We've almost got them. Suck on this. Now it's right time. Bring it.
Fiora had to die and interrupt, didn't she? God damn it. But no, the soundtrack is a little bit more... What's the word? Harmonious with itself. It's a little bit more consistently one genre. X's soundtrack is amazing, but also all over the place when it comes to variety. Right, looks like... yeah, everyone's been learning some new arts. Nice. Alright, what was that equipment that I got? Might give some of it to Rhine. Ether Up's not very useful for Rhine, but he might as well take the defense boost. Strength Up, that would be good on Rhine. Okay. Right, so here, you can level up your arts, make them stronger. It's something that you'll want to be keeping an eye on as you go. So, I'm going to give... Wait, can I level them up yet? Yes. Hold on. Yes, I can. Alright, let's level up some of Fiora's. Then I think I definitely want to level up Backslash. That's one of Shulk's best arts. Stream Edge as well. And then for Rhine, probably Wild Down and War Swing, actually, I think. Yeah, because that's a big AoE attack, so he's going to be using that quite a bit. So yeah, that enemy died pretty quickly. I wasn't able to show off chain attacks. I will try and show them off at some point because they are very important. Although I feel like they're less important in this game compared to later games. But that might be just because I'm not very good at them and I just kind of work around not using them that much.
Time for pay. Everyone, do your best.
Good luck, everyone.
Now it's right time.
Okay, no, we can actually show it off. So, also managed to show off days as well. Was not expecting that. So basically, every art has a color associated with it, and that color dictates what kind of art it is. If you use art of the same color in a chain, or a talent art, which will pair with anything, your attack combo will go up and do more damage. And it's pretty simple like that, basically. There's not too much to it. And sometimes it will extend and allow you to go round again. But I feel like it doesn't happen to me that often. So that's kind of the main reason why it's not as powerful as in later games. Because whether it lasts a while or not is basically entirely dependent on RNG. Yeah, YouTube poops have ruined a lot of the voice lines in this game. I say ruins, maybe improved. I love Xenoblade memes. They're always so stupid, but they're funny.
Are these the Magmel ruins?
Haven't you been here before?
Nope.
The Defense Force often uses it for training, but I come here to do research. It's not really a place that people go.
Not surprising. There are monsters around here that use Mechon parts as armor.
Was this built by the Mechon?
I don't think so. There's a path for people to get in. It might have been a vehicle of some kind.
Like the Defense Force hover transports.
A vehicle? But it's so big.
It's amazing technology. I wonder what kind of people made it.
I ain't got a clue.
Let's keep moving. The ether cylinders are up ahead.
Right.
I wonder who made it. We totally won't be meeting them later on in the story.
We can definitely do this. Work on this.
It's totally not foreshadowing whatsoever.
Don't mess with the best. Nice job.
Should be okay if we fight like
Because
this.
that's not a thing this series does, you know. There's no foreshadowing at all. They don't do that.
Stronger. Suck on this. Just one lap. Nice one, Fiora. Well down. I can feel the power.
Okay, those battle leggings. Let's have a look at them. Yeah, I might put them on Ryan. Get some more defense on him. Actually, have I got anything for Fiora? Should maybe give her some stuff. Yeah, she can take... That's a bit better. That'll be a bit better for her. Probably won't give her those. I don't want her to have heavy stuff. Heavy stuff is basically exclusively for Ryan in my mind. That's a bit ominous. The idle animation. Oh yeah, the idle animations are great. There's a certain character later on who has a really good one. I can't wait for you guys to meet him. So yeah, these are the... Oh! I forgot about you! On my first playthrough, this guy killed me a lot. Because I was not expecting him to be here. Plus, all of his little babies joined the fight as well. And even though they're not that powerful, all of their little attacks soon add up. But yeah, there was a brief example there of break still being applied after the topple. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get a second topple off, but yeah, they removed that in later games. That's not a thing anymore because it's really broken. Okay, I am getting close to death, but I think I might be able to just get through. If I finish it off with a chain attack, we should be okay. Right, let's go with War Swing. Then backslash.
Keep it coming.
And then power smash.
That's great.
Nice. That was a decent chain attack.
That was great.
Decent for early game anyway.
Teamwork at its finest.
Ooh. Hello, what was that? Crusher, aggro up 3. That is a really good weapon for Ryan. Oh, one of them survived. He's the lizard who lived.
I can feel the strength.
Alright, can I do this heart to heart? No, I can't. Don't have either of the characters involved.
Right here. Thanks for the help, Shulk. I'll start collecting them up. You two hold on a sec.
It's full of ether cylinders. Hey, why do we have to come all the way here to get them? Isn't there an ether cylinder fueling station in the colony?
Well, refining the ether takes a long time down there, and sometimes cylinderization fails. And there are so many cylinders here for us already. It's more reliable than making them ourselves.
Right. And Colony 9's anti-air batteries and mobile artillery are standardized for these cylinders, so they can be used straight away.
I see. You know, this place is in good condition considering it's ancient.
It might be that there's some form of technology being used to preserve it. It's just a shame we don't understand its secret.
Shulk?
But I'll solve it one day and show you. If it's just technology that someone created in the past, it's not incomprehensible. We'll come to understand it one day.
Don't go trying too hard. We can come and get ether cylinders whenever we need them. Besides, it's a good place for Defense Force training.
Yeah, so good that you didn't even want to come here without Shulk to back you up. Anyway, did you collect the cylinders?
Yep, all done. Thanks.
Just come by yourself from now on.
Shh, be quiet.
Are they Mechon?
I don't know. But it looks like we'll have to destroy them.
In that case, just leave them to me.
Oh, we'll leave them to you, alright, Ryan.
Two of them.
Right.
Take them down one at a
Let's get everyone to focus on this one. Shulk chooses violence. Oh yes, Shulk very often chooses violence. Right, one thing you'll notice is that Shulk is not doing a very good job of going behind the enemy to get his bonus. The AI is not great with Shulk. The AI just doesn't know what to do with positional effects, which is a bit of a shame, but it is a Wii game, so can't expect too much from it.
Fiora, are you okay?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm alright. Thanks to you and Ryan.
What on Bionis were those? I've never seen anything like them.
Could they have been Mechon?
No. I think they were something left by the civilization that built this vehicle.
They didn't seem like Mechon to me. But why did they only show up now?
I don't know. But they were probably built to protect this place. They might have been activated in response to something. But I don't think that something could have been us.
Please, let's go back. I don't want to be here anymore.
Me neither.
And we've already got the ether cylinders.
Huh? What's going on?
Listen, what is that?
That sound. In the sky! Oh, it's a...
This can't be.
No way.
Mechon!
How? Didn't my brother destroy them all a year ago?
Could that defense mechanism have responded to the Mechon?
Let's get back to the colony.
Come on.
Hey, this siren.
It sounds different. Yeah. Isn't this siren too?
It can't be. The Mechon.
One large Mechon, 10 carriers, and an unknown number of units emerging from the carriers.
You idiots! Why didn't you see this lot until they were right on top of us?
But sir, we thought the Mechon had all been wiped out.
Oi! What's happening? Respond! Anti-air batteries 1 to 3. Why aren't my targeting systems online? Don't let a single one into the colony! Assemble everyone who can fight. Evacuate the civilians to the shelter. Get a move on!
Yes, sir! Fire at will!
We got it!
No, wait!
What the? Our weapons don't work on them at all!
What type of Mechon is that? I've never seen one like it.
You slackers, fire! Shoot it down!
You didn't really think the piece was going to last, did you? Right, I'd like to play as Shulk for this part. So, we could go back through the cave and take the long way down. Or... That's the wrong button. Or we could just jump. Because video game logic, water saves you. Right, I'm going to let you guys listen to this music. It's a very underrated track, but I think it does a really, really, really good job of selling the moment and just kind of the tension of what's happening.
They're eating people.
It's horrible.
Is Dunban okay?
Fiora, go and check on him.
Oh, okay.
Heads up, Ryan.
If this thing wants to fight, let's give it one.
Right, so there is actually a way to damage Mechon without the Monado. You just need to topple them first. Alright, so... need to make sure I get break inflicted. There we go. Ryan, if you could do the honors. Thank you very much.
See? Didn't stand a chance.
It's not that easy. We've disabled it, but only for now. It'll reactivate soon. Where's Dunban?
He's gone. I can't find him anywhere.
What? He ain't fit enough to face these things.
Ryan, let's get to the lab.
The lab? Of course. The Monado's there.
Exactly. The Monado can take out Mechon.
Right. So yeah, running away is a valid tactic. We don't have to fight any of these, and some of them are probably going to be too strong. So the best tactic here is going to be just to try and find a path through. Okay, I might have to go through that one. He's kind of in the way. Right, nice one, Ryan.
Yeah, I feel it too soon.
Alright, it's getting broken again. So you'll notice there, Shulk briefly kind of went, oh no. There's a system in this game called tension. And basically, the better you do in battle, the higher your tension goes. The worse you do, the lower it goes. And as it goes lower, you will get inflicted with various debuffs. As it goes higher, you'll get inflicted with various buffs. If someone's tension does go low, you can kind of run over to them and press B to encourage them, and it will increase it a bit. It's not the most major mechanic, but it is something to be aware of.
You blasted Mechon! You think you can do what you want in our colony?
The Colonel! The guys!
Men, don't give up this position! Yes, sir! Run and I'll kill you myself! What the hell are you? A Mechon with a face? Grin at me, will you? What? Didn't even dent it!
Rip Colonel Vanguard, I guess. Because it's very unlikely that he'd survive having a vehicle thrown on top of him.
The Colonel! The guys! I'm gonna destroy every last one of those damn Mechon!
Shulk, the entrance!
No! We'll never get in there now!
Wait. Let me think here. Huh. Rhine, Fiora! There's still the mobile artillery.
Right! If we recharge it with those ether cylinders we collected, we can blast our way in!
It's in the residential district.
Great.
Alright, this is it. Time to avenge the Colonel and the boys!
Alright, here we go. We've got an objective now. For the boys.
What the?
Shulk, more from behind!
Rhine, looks like you and I will have to cut a path through them.
Looks like it.
Fiora, Rhine and I will open up a path. Then you can run through.
You two can't do this by yourselves. I want to fight as well.
Get through. We'll be right behind you.
But Shulk...
A year ago, Dunban and the Defense Force fought hard to protect the colony and all of us Homs. Now it's our turn to repay them.
Please, Fiora.
Shulk... Rhine...
Don't look so worried. We'll just get rid of these ones. Shulk won't get a scratch.
Okay, I believe you.
Go now, Fiora.
Rhine,
Huh?
you take care too.
Of course! Looks like she trusts me after all.
I told you.
Right. Let's focus on this one first, because I believe this one calls for reinforcements. And reinforcements not really what we want right now. Ryan, you were supposed to topple it for me.
That was too close. Rhine, nice dodge.
Leave it to Ryan. What? Bring it on.
Alright, let's get break going again. Come on, Ryan. Let's have a topple, please.
All right, I'm feeling it.
It was a bit late, buddy. I think he's fighting the other one. I forgot to focus his attacks. Yeah, fighting Mechon without the Monado can be quite annoying. Right, come on, Ryan. You must have Wild down bat by now. Okay, it looks like his aura allows him to damage them, which is pretty good. It's handy that we have that as a backup option. Right, finally! Right, that's going to need some time to recharge, so I'm going to save my break for now. Actually, I can probably get a topple off in a chain attack. Ah, that would have extended. I fucked it.
That was a close one.
You were never cut out for this stuff. You go. I'll take care of things here.
You're too out of breath to persuade me.
Tell me about it.
Ah. 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 Ryan, behind you!
Get out of here!
Shulk, don't be stupid! Hold on! The Monado!
kept you waiting.
Dunbar!
Whoa, yeah! The Monado!
So this is why you weren't at home. I thought so.
This is what I was waiting to see.
Ready, lads?
Right, can I control Danban here? Yes, I can. So I just want to point out that Dunban is a fucking badass. Because he lost control, he lost the use of his right arm, and rather than letting slow him down, he just learnt to fight with his other arm. Dude's just built different.
Nice one, Dunban. You didn't waste any time on them Mechon.
Shulk, where's Fiora?
The residential district. We said we'd meet her there.
Looks like we'll have to take the long way round.
All right, then we cut through the commercial district.
Yes.
Yeah, he's level 20. He's really powerful.
No mercy. This won't take long. Don't get careless, guys. Just what I needed. We can definitely do victory is sweet.
Alright, most of these Mechon aren't really going to stand a chance now. And I think now that I'm level 20, they're not even going to... Oh, no, they will aggro, never mind. I think Mechon might aggro regardless of level. Didn't neglect the full body workout, exactly. Guys, can you come fight this one, please? Wait, hold on. This one. There we go, one hit and it's dead. The targeting can be a bit wonky sometimes. I mean, even in Xenoblade 3 it can be a bit wonky, so... It's something that has just plagued the whole series.
Pretty good battle. Good thing I'm here. No? Anyone? Let's stay focused.
So, Monado arts technically count as talent arts, so you need to do auto attacks to charge them up.
The taste of victory is sweet. Man, what a bunch of jokers. Nice job. Ha! Looks like we managed to survive. Man, what a bunch of jokers. Cool. Let's keep this up.
Yeah, thought that one would aggro.
The time is now. We can definitely do this. Thanks, man. I'm so moved. Come on. It'll take more than that to see.
And that one, yeah, thought that one. It was turning right as the battle was ending.
Stay focused. The time is now. Just what I needed. Almost there. Looks like we managed to survive. Man, what a bunch of jokers. Nice job.
Right, I think cutting through this big one's going to be the quickest way. What a bunch of jokers indeed. Again, that's another line you're going to be hearing a lot of.
Looks like what your days are numbered. Yeah, the taste of victory is sweet. Let's not lose our heads though. Piece of cake.
Okay, looks like we made it through.
Dunban! You can't take any more of the Monado!
But I must! I don't have a choice!
Ryan's right. You can't go on like this.
Shulk!
Dunban.
Hey!
This time, it's my turn.
Shulk! No! It'll kill you! Shulk!
What's happening?
What the?
Wow! Shulk's pretty awesome!
How could this be? Shulk is using the Monado.
What was that? Shulk! More company!
Rhine?
Right. Rhine! Dunbar! I got your back!
Shulk, do you feel alright?
I'm okay, but there was something strange. Just now, it was as if I could see into the future. Is this another power of the Monado? See into the future? What are you saying?
Are you certain, Shulk?
Yes.
I see. I remember Dixon saying that the Monado had a hidden power. Could this be it? What?
Don't think about it now. Just believe what the Monado showed you and fight.
Got it!
Okay, I'm already controlling Shulk. Right, so, the Monado replaces Shulk's talent art. So, Turn Strike, that little break art, that's gone. Thankfully, he has, like, 2 other ways of inflicting breaks, so you don't use that. And the Monado is just infinitely more useful than that is. So, visions are a very, very important mechanic in this game. Basically, when an enemy is going to be doing a particularly powerful attack, you will get a vision warning you, and it will tell you what character is going to attack. Basically, as long as you do something to prevent the enemy from getting that attack off, the vision will be broken and won't come through. Toppling is one way that you can do that, but there are a bunch of other ways that will be unlocked later on. It's a very handy, very unique mechanic, and it's kind of the one thing that makes this game's battle system stand apart from the others, and it's really cool. I quite like it. There's one thing to do with it that I don't like, but I'll talk about that later. For now, it's time to go reunite with Fiora. But the Monado is also a pretty cool weapon, so you'll notice that up until now there haven't been any weapons that you can buy for Shulk, and that's because he can only equip the Monado. But unlike other weapons which have a set strength, the Monado actually scales with Shulk's level, so it's always going to be a decent weapon for the level you're at. Which is, it's very handy that they do that.
Whoa! It's massive!
That Mechon, it has a face.
That don't mean nothing. That's right. Not when we have the Monado.
Right, I want you guys to listen to this battle music, because it's great.
We can definitely do this! This is the Monado's power! Now it's right time! Behold the power of the Monado! Hey, bring it on! Shadow Arc! Eat this! Hey! Backslash! Dunbar! It's okay! Nicely done! We can definitely do this! You're not invincible! Monado! Enchant! Alright! A chain attack will finish him!
You'll be gone before you know what hit you.
The Monado! It's not working! Oi! What do you mean?
How can that be? The Monado should cut through Mechon with ease.
What is that light? Other Mechon don't have that. Could that light be why the Monado has no effect?
Sure. Right, get down. Stay back. I'll take it from here.
No! You can't take any more!
Everyone, get away right now!
Fiora!
What did I just...
Fiora! Get back!
I won't let you hurt any more people. We will save Colony 9!
Fiora! Get out of here! Run!
You want more?
Fiora! I'll kill you!
So that cutscene is absolutely fucking incredible. I'll talk about it later though. For now, here's the second one of those main 3 songs I was talking about.
Don't lose your focus. Thank you. Split it! Monado, lend us your power! What? Done bad! Don't worry about it. Everyone misses sometimes. Nicely done. This is the Monado's power! What?
So that was Engage the Enemy. Probably one of my favourite Xenoblade tracks ever. It's so goddamn good. And this that cutscene in particular was actually like timed around it, so it just fits really well. That looks like Ryan's in trouble. Let's see if I can chain attack here. Right, nice. Got the topple. Let's go for the topple again, just for the chain damage. And I got the extend. Nice.
Back here! No!
Fiora.
Ah, the breeze feels so good.
Yeah. I'd forgotten what it feels like. I never thought it could be so quiet here.
You're spending too much time with Ryan. You're getting used to all the noise he makes.
Yeah, maybe.
It's so peaceful. You know, Shulk, I hope every day can be like this, always.
Hey. Have you been to see Dunban?
Yeah.
I just can't do it. You got more guts than me.
Not at all. It was him that consoled me.
Oh. I guess that's the type of guy he is.
Yeah. Even without the Monado, he's the strongest person I know.
Shulk, how are you holding up?
I'm fine, but you...
I will shed no tears.
Huh?
A year ago, I felt the same sense of deep loss that I do now.
The Battle of Sword Valley.
After that battle, many of my friends did not make it home. While I was being brought here on that stretcher, they were all I thought about. But I decided I would not cry. Everyone who died in that war had something they wanted to protect. Family, friends, loved ones, their home. So they fought to protect them. And we won. No matter how painful, no matter how hard, it's nothing to be sad about. I decided that there and then.
Dunban.
Shulk, Fiora would tell you the same thing. She wanted to protect us. Or rather, she wanted to protect you. And you're alive now. So, I will not cry.
Okay.
Remember the gift of life that Fiora gave you, and treasure it.
I can't say that I understand. But I hope to, someday.
That is all I ask. Believe me, I'm always just trying to understand.
Treasure the gift of life that Fiora gave you. He's one of a kind, that Dunban.
I've made a decision.
Huh?
My purpose in life. I will pursue that faced Mekon.
Shulk.
They attacked our colony. Killed Fiora. I will find that Mekon. Find it and destroy it. Destroy them all. What are you laughing at?
Sorry. It's just a bit weird. I never thought you'd be the one to say it.
So you agree?
Course, man. I'm just surprised you came out with it first.
You thought I'd try and talk you out of it? That's not what Fiora would want. That sound right?
Yeah. Something like that. I thought you'd give me a hard time.
In my head, there are two versions of me. One of them is saying that. It's telling me, listen to what Dunban said.
What about the other one?
It keeps shouting, make them pay. Destroy every single one of them. And it won't stop getting louder.
That doesn't sound like you. Sure it ain't my voice in there?
Might be. It's a bit of a loudmouth.
There you go then. So, when are we heading off?
Right now.
Perfect. Right then.
Yeah.
Look after yourselves, boys. As soon as this heals, I'll be right behind you. And then we will seize our destiny. Together.
So, I said I wanted to talk about Fiora's death, because that cutscene is probably one of the more iconic cutscenes in the franchise, and it's just so well put together. Obviously, I've already mentioned Engage the Enemy. Absolutely fantastic bit of music that just absolutely sells the whole thing. But I think it was needed in the story, because there was a risk that by giving Shulk the Monado, a weapon that can cut through any Mechon, can show him the future so he can't die in battle, there was a risk of him becoming just too powerful right off the bat and giving players a hard time kind of actually caring, because, you know, there's no danger, there's no tension. And then it throws that cutscene in. It shows Shulk a future that he's unable to stop, and I think that's just really good for setting the tone of the story to come and actually ensuring that even with that power there are some stakes. And then just Adam Howden's performance throughout the whole thing. I'm going to be praising him a lot because legitimately I think it's one of the best voice performances I've ever heard in a game. He is just so good. That I'll kill you scream at the end is just so well delivered. He pours everything into it, and he had very, very little context when recording those lines. Only a short way in, but the game's already convinced me that, oh yeah, Shulk and Ryan, bros for life. So that would seem like a good place to stop the stream, like a nice cliffhanger, you know, to end on. But I've only been going for 2 hours. I want to go a little bit further, so I'm going to keep this train going.
No! Huh?
It's all very well going after that metal-faced Mechon. But shouldn't we have some kind of plan?
How about checking out Colony 6?
Colony 6. The only other Homs colony left.
Colony 6 is on the way to Sword Valley, where there's supposed to be a Mechon base. If that's where they came from, maybe the people in Colony 6 saw something.
Good point. They might even know something about that metal-faced Mechon. So, we go past the Magmel ruins and up through Tephra Cave. Then we should arrive at the Bionis knee.
Yeah. And if we can get to the knee, it ain't far to Colony 6, right?
Sounds like a plan. Let's head to Colony 6.
So, another thing I want to bring up about that scene is Fiora in particular, because games often fall into traps when they kill off a party member, because they kind of make it obvious through the gameplay mechanics that they're not going to be sticking around, because there's a lot of stuff that's locked out. That's not the case for Fiora. She has a lot of gear options. You can change her gear. She has a full arts palette that she can slowly unlock. She has skills as well. She has everything that a full party member would have. And it kind of lulls you into a false sense of security. Obviously, we haven't really known her for very long. It's only been like maybe an hour and a half of time with her, but I think the game did a good job of making her likable, making you get at least seeing how attached Shulk is to her before it so cruelly ripped her away. Anyway, even though I said I'm going to be carrying on, I do want to take this opportunity to have a quick toilet break, so I'll be back in a few minutes. See you in a moment, guys.
Why are you running?
Right, I'm back, and looks like the game has transitioned to night while I was away, and it's a good opportunity to show that different enemies come out at night. Right, how much money do I have? Not very much. Okay, I was thinking about maybe going to get some new gear, but I think I won't. Before I go to Tephra Cave, though, there is a very, very important mechanic that I need to show off, and I think the tutorial prompt for it did pop up quickly before I left, but I desperately needed the toilet, so I may have skipped over it. I need to stop doing that. Unlike certain other games in this series, the tutorials in Xenoblade 1 are actually somewhat competent. And that's something the original did well, it's not something they fixed in Definitive Edition. So, over here, this guy. He doesn't have a name, he's just called the Gem Man.
Who's there?
Hello there, young'un. I got something that might interest you. Rather, something to tell you. It's about this here furnace. When creatures die, they leave ether crystals behind. Everyone knows that, don't they? Ether particles in the body are... Oops, that stuff's too complicated. Just remember that creatures drop ether crystals when they die. But I haven't got to the best part yet. Ready? Don't be shocked. This furnace compresses ether crystals and removes impurities. You use it to make ether gems. What? No reaction? Kids these days. You don't know how amazing this thing is. You can use the furnace to make ether gems. They've got the powers of ether crystals, but highly condensed. Those ether gems can give you all sorts of powers. They're great for use in the home or by the defense force. Just put them in weapons or armor with slots. What? That's not much of a reaction. Never mind. It'd probably be quicker for you to try it. If you want to give it a try, just put gems in your weapon slots. That weapon of yours will do fine. So, gems are basically this game's equivalent to augments from X. They're basically just little stat boosts that you can put into your gear. Right, can I craft now? How are your ether gems? Oh, the look on your face. Looks like you've been bewitched by the wonders of gems. I know the feeling. I suppose you want to try making your own gem. You're just in time. Have I got a treat in store for you? I've just fixed up the furnace. She's warmed up and ready to go. You don't need to pay me. I could never charge friends of the great hero Dunban. Use it as much as you like. So, yeah. Creating gems, you select the crystals you want. The colour dictates what kind of ability it's going to have. And then you pick two characters. You've got a shooter and an engineer, and they affect the quality of the gems. And the affinity between them also has an effect. I'm not going to pretend to understand the complexities of this system. A lot of it goes right over my head. Right, so I can make an ether up gem. So I think gets into a fever easily when crafting. Okay, and then yeah, let's have Rhine.
I'm all over that. To you. There we go. Nice one. To you. There we go. Nice one. To you. To me. Woo. Alrighty. There we go. Woo. Alrighty. There we go. Awesome. Alrighty. There we go. Alright. Alrighty. To me. Nice one. This is a good result.
Plus, yeah, if you like Mimi voice lines, come and make gems. There's a lot of them. Strength up. Do I have anything I can pair with that? Yeah, so if you look, you'll see that these ones that don't have colours, they have like multiple types on them and stuff. So I want to try and get strength up as high as possible without going over 100. Because as soon as you go over 100, it will try and craft the gem. Or I could do agility up instead. Yeah, I might do agility. I don't know if they have, and if they haven't, I'm disappointed.
I've got it. I'm all over that.
But if you speed it up, you can't hear the lines, unfortunately. So I've got strength up out of that as well. So basically, I think you want to get each thing over 100%, and then anything that you don't get over 100% is given back to you as a cylinder, so you don't waste it, which is quite nice. Got auto heal on 69%. Okay, definitely want another agility. Agility is really good.
I've got it. I'm all over that.
Yeah, I guarantee that mod probably exists. It's got to exist. I hope it does anyway. Right, so I can't convert all of them. I can't. What does muscle up do? Right. Okay, yeah, I want muscle up and strength up. I don't care about auto heal. So strength up, can I get that over... No, it doesn't look like I can get that over 100. What about muscle up? No. If I put them as background things while I do something else, I might be able to, though. Then let's pop that agility one so I can at least confirm the agility. Going to be wasting a lot of things here, but oh well.
I've got it.
We'll get plenty of gems over the course of the game. You don't really need to worry about them that much.
Thanks a lot.
So got my agility up, and then I'll take the muscle up and the strength up. Okay, and it looks like that's all I can realistically do for now. Creatures drop ether crystals, but the Bionis got some and all. What they call ether deposits. Keep an eye out for them. At any rate, the Bionis ether crystals are loaded with power. You don't look too excited. Right, let's actually equip these gems. So, I think Shulk will definitely benefit from a strength up. And then he's going to get a lot of use out of these agility gems. It's going to keep... So if he does get the aggro, it's just going to make him harder to hit. As for Rhine, I think he's got a good set already, so I might just give him that. Yeah, I might just give him a HP up. And then I think I'm also going to swap Rhine back into his standard gear. So he looks like I've got a... Where is it? Do I have a different colour for his standard gear? No, I don't. I do, but not for all of it. Okay. I won't mix and match... I might sometimes mix and match sets. I won't mix and match colours of the same set, because that does just look really weird. And then... I think I'll keep Shulk with the blue for now. I think I prefer it a little bit to his red. Right, so there's no point walking all of the way to Tephra Cave. I might as well just warp. Fast travel does exist for a reason. I'm not sure why that bunny picked that fight. It must have known it wasn't going to survive. Yeah, Tephra Cave is basically the game's first dungeon equivalent. Obviously, Xenoblade doesn't really have, like, traditional RPG dungeons, but caves and stuff like this are probably the closest it comes.
Hello.
Right, so I'm not too bothered about showing off these side quests, because these are the generic ones I mentioned during the announcement. Oh no, this one isn't. This one is actually, this one actually has some kind of story to it. But basically, I'm just going to be grabbing these to maybe get some experience off as we go. I'm not going to be focusing on them at all. And that's what I recommend doing with the side quests in Xenoblade, is just pick them up, because a lot of the objectives are on the main path, but then just don't worry about focusing on them.
This door, it was closed when we came past before, but it's open now.
Maybe it was programmed to open up in case of Mechon emergency. The way to the Bionis knee is just ahead. You ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Right, I think you might be the source of the really generic quests. Also, I think that's Fiora's voice actor on this character. So yeah, these are what the majority of the quests look like. They're basically the same as the ones on the board in X. There's like very little story to them, they auto-complete. But the problem is, because they're not like resigned to some board where they auto-renew, they actually count towards area affinity and completion and stuff, which is kind of part of the reason why I find 100%ing this game an absolute pain in the ass, because just the majority of these quests just aren't interesting at all. They're just like the most basic of basic quests.
An ether lamp.
Don't traders use these things as guideposts?
Yeah. We can follow them to the Bionis knee.
Okay. But if armed traders need guideposts, it must be pretty dangerous in here. Let's keep our wits about us.
Definitely.
So they talk about armed traders, but most of the traders are Nopon, so I don't think Nopon do very well against enemies anyway. That is a fancy looking blue light. I don't remember that. Right, so if you remember, the Gem Man mentioned ether deposits. And I think there's one around here somewhere. Yeah, here's one. So basically, the colour, again, determines what abilities you're going to get out of it. But it'll just give you a bunch of ether crystals. I think these refresh as well, so it's always worth coming back to areas and seeing what crystals you can get. And I think the quality of them levels up kind of the further you get into the game. So the more quests you do in an area and the more you increase the affinity, the better the gems will be. Right, I may as well fight these while I'm here. They're only small crabbles. Uh-oh! Uh-oh, that's a unique monster. Solid Konev. They do have arms. I know they have arms, but they're not very strong. Right, looks like I'm getting the aggro. That's not good. Also, you may have noticed a nice little quality of life change that Definitive Edition added, is it puts these little exclamation marks over arts when you're able to get their bonus effects, which is it's very nice, because sometimes it's not always clear. Okay, this is not going very well. Ryan, could you take the aggro, please? Okay, yeah, I think I need the chain attack. This isn't going very well. Yeah, you may notice the music's also dynamic. It has unique music when your tension's low. Unfortunately, it overwrites You Will Know Our Names, and it's nowhere near as good as You Will Know Our Names. Rather fight half of the party members than Ricky unarmed. I mean, Ricky's kind of an exception to the rule, I would say. Ricky, like Dunban, is kind of built different. Right, I don't think I'm going to give that unique monster another try. If I lost to it on casual mode, then it's probably not going to go very well. Okay, right, these are sound-based enemies, so if you run past them, they'll hear you and aggro, but if you just walk, I think they'll leave you alone. That said, I kind of want the experience. Okay, yeah, they were pretty easy.
Everyone, let's go! This one's mine. Shadow Eye. This is the Monado's power. Beat. Come on, we can do it. Right, you're a lifesaver. Good job, everyone. Who else wants?
Was that enough for the quest? No, it was not. Okay. Oh, no, I need items from them, that's why. Oh.
What the? Look at the emblem. They're traders from Colony 6. No wonder it's been so long since the last delivery.
Ryan, they're injuries.
They weren't made by no Mechon. It was probably the monsters that live here. Man, that's grim. I don't want to go like this. Not even killed by Mechon, just some monsters in a cave.
They probably had families. Children.
Maybe. It wouldn't surprise me. But why'd you say that?
Oh, no reason. Ryan, shouldn't we return them to the Bionis?
Huh? Oh, right. What's born from the Bionis is returned to the Bionis. That's the way of the Homs. That was way harder than I thought it'd be. I'm just about ready to collapse.
Let's take a rest. If the monsters in here killed all these traders, we need to be at our best. I'm wide awake, so I'll take first watch.
Thanks, man. The nap will do me good. Shulk, my turn.
Awake already?
Didn't sleep a wink. Oh, I still feel like I just did one of Vanguard's drills. Hey. Why do you think the Mechon attacked? Are we just food to them? Or what? Did we do something wrong? Sort of reminds me of the battle between the Bionis and the Mechonis. I wonder if it's anything to do with that.
Well, it's hard to believe that living things are just a source of energy for machines. There has to be another reason.
Mechon killed Fiora.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll never forgive them. I don't care what their reason is.
When it happened, the Monado showed me that Fiora was in danger, but I couldn't save her.
It's not your fault. Just because the Monado showed you some future, that don't mean you could do anything about it. You did great. You fought them off. I couldn't have done that. You know, I've been thinking about it. Why you can use the Monado, I mean. Dixon told me. You're a survivor from the Monado expedition team that went out 14 years ago. There was a blizzard or something, and your mum and dad died. And then Dixon found you and brought you back.
That sounds right. I was pretty young, so I don't really remember anything.
Is that why you do it? Why you're always helping Dixon with his research and trying to figure out the Monado?
Maybe. Part of me does see it as something to remind me of my mum and dad. But mainly, if it really is the sword that the Bionis used to kill the Mechonis, like in the legend, I want to work out its secret. That's the real reason.
I've got it. You were chosen by the Monado.
What? Chosen?
Don't you see? Not even Dunban can handle it. It ain't chance that you can and he can't. I'll take the next watch. You get some rest.
Okay, I'll try. Night, Ryan.
Do you wish to change it?
Huh?
The future. It is every man's desire to change the future. Is that not so? Even if everything has been predestined, will you not oppose it? The Monado is now in your hands. The Monado will grow with you. If you can find the true Monado, the future is yours.
The true Monado.
Shulk! Shulk!
Rhine!
Shulk! Shulk! Rhine! What are you playing at? Give us a hand!
Yeah, you're right, Sam. The Monado, it's only humans that it doesn't hurt. I believe it's classified as like life forms born of the Bionis that it can't hurt. So like sentient life, like humans, Nopon, they can't be hurt. Whereas wild animals, they can be hurt just fine. It just goes to show that the Bionis is not a vegan. It doesn't count these things as worthwhile life forms.
I'm sorry, Rhine.
Don't worry about it. It looked like you were having a nightmare.
Really?
The Monado is now in your hands. The Monado will grow with you. If you can find the true Monado, the future is yours.
The true Monado? Was I dreaming?
What's with you? We'd better get a move on.
It wasn't a dream. Was it a vision? What should I do? I could tell Rhine. But I don't know.
So Tatsu could beat Shulk in a fight. Oh, yeah, technically, I guess he could. I mean, Tatsu could beat anyone in a fight. He is the just the MVP of Team Elmer. All right, let's fight these guys. See if I can get that item for the quest.
Let's do it! Come on! Now it's right. War swing! You're a lifesaver. You like that? Right. Great attack! Leave it to Rhine. How good was that? Come on! Yeah! Monado, lend us your power!
Also,
Pretty good. Who else wants
drinking game. Take a shot every time they say Monado. You will die. Homs are no match for the Ultra Fauna Slayer. I mean, if someone rocked up with like X gear, like a skeleton stuff, like if they rocked up with the Ares, it would be hard for the people of Bionis to fight back against that, I think. Right, let's take a look at this gear, what we got. So, Blaze attack, so I believe that would apply Blaze. Blaze is a damage over time effect. It's basically like Burn from Pokemon. Yeah, you know what? I'll give Ryan that. And then for other stuff, doesn't look like I have much new. Those are what I've already got. I could give him those. Yeah, I'll give him those, and then I'll give him another strength up. And then Shulk. I think I'll just have to leave him with what he's got. Actually, the light top would be better. Put that agility back on. Okay, he would lose a bit of agility, but he can take Graph Gauntlets. And then I think I'll leave everything else as it is. I'm going to put Shulk back in his default gear because that outfit is not it. Outfit is not great. Yeah, I'll get rid of the goggles as well. And then Rhine. Yeah, I think I'm happy with how he looks. Right, I also want to go into, where was it? Skill trees. So, this game has a skill system. Basically, each character has 3 skill trees, and they will just unlock as you play. So this one allows medium weight armor to be equipped. More HP is restored when reviving a party member. Okay, this is a very basic one, but I think I'll stick on that one for now. And then I might switch over to intuition later. Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch over to intuition now. Because I want that agility up buff. Yeah. And then for Rhine, so this one, physical defense up. Damage, physical... Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, I think I might leave Rhine where he is. Actually, I kind of want heavy armor, so I'll stick him on that for now. Yeah, what's the big deal? There's nothing special about it at all. And then, can I level up my arts? Should probably level up some of my Monado arts. I might... Yeah, I'll give Enchant a level, and then I'll give Buster a level. And then for Rhine, gotta consider what I'll actually use. I think Hammer Beat can have some. Bone Upper can have some. I think Engage can have some, because that aggro boost is good. And then maybe Rage. Yeah. Okay, right. Let's grab this stuff. Bone Upper. Yeah, it's a bit of a weirdly named art. I'm pretty sure it's also the one with the suck on this voice clip. So make of that what you will.
What on Bionis are those?
Monsters' egg sacs, I think. But it looks like there are Mechon parts inside as well.
Man, what kind of monsters are they?
Probably some type of arachno. Ryan, get back! Ryan! No. If that vision comes true, then Ryan, I've got to find him.
Alright, time to go save Ryan. Although first I have to save myself. Good luck, thank you, Blunter. So it hatched the babies, but because they're lower level than me, they didn't aggro. That's kind of funny.
Alright, I'm feeling it. Okay, just one more left. We can definitely do this. How's this?
Okay, that was a bit of a waste of Monado Buster there.
Split edge. Scream edge. You never stood a chance.
Right, looks like there was some rare loot of these. Ah, nice, some gems. And that's that quest done as well. Nice. Now, I believe, even though Ryan's not in the party, he's still going to be getting experience from all this stuff, so you don't have to worry about him becoming underleveled. Can I get up there? Doesn't look like it. Right, let's sneak past them.
don't give up, do ya? Rhine! I've got to hurry. If I can get up there, I should be able to reach him.
Right, I'll go save you in just a second, Ryan. I saw some ether crystals that I want. I might also fight some of these enemies. I probably won't fight the unique monster by myself. That won't end well. I might fight some of these enemies though, because I kind of want to see if I can get another level. Okay, it looks like there are some quest ones over here, so quickly kill these.
Come on! Yeah!
Again, I'm a bit confused by the naming of these enemies, because we're not in a desert. We're in a cave, and it's not like the caves in the desert.
Take this! We can definitely do this! You never stood a chance.
Okay, just that one there.
Everyone, let's go! Backslash! Split edge!
They're allowed to go on holiday. I mean, I don't even think there is a desert in Bionis, so I'm not sure where they've come from.
Light heal! Take this!
Oh crap, that's not good. This is how it ends. Shulk gets killed by a crab. Okay, I think that's enough getting distracted by quests. Ryan's in danger. Also, if you ever get aggroed by an enemy that's too powerful for you, run to the nearest ladder. Because it has some magical property that makes every enemy just de-aggro from you instantly. And you can use that to cheese some stuff later on. And you can use it to cheese stuff in 2 and 3 as well, because it happens there as well.
Where are you? Rhine! Rhine! There's too many of them! I kill one, and 10 more pop up! Rhine, no! Not that way! Rhine! Shoot! Rhine! What's this? The power of the Monado. Look out! Glad one of us figured out these things would try and ambush. Let's do this, Shulk.
Right, so this is Monado's shield. I mentioned that the Monado would have a few ways to block visions. This is one of them. So whenever you get a vision with an enemy using their art, you can use shield, and it will basically block all incoming damage from that art. So that's explaining visions. I've already explained all of that. Right, so he's gonna go for Rhine. She's a queen, so she's gonna go for Rhine. But if I use Monado's shield, we change the future.
Behold the power of the Monado.
But you might now notice the thing I don't like about changing the future. It interrupts the music, and there's no way to get rid of this music. And the main boss theme is just better. Monolith just had this weird trend of interrupting great songs, and they keep doing it, even in 3, they keep doing it, and it's quite annoying. I wish they wouldn't. Like, the game has a great soundtrack, let us hear the best ones. Right, I'm going to start picking off some of these smaller ones. I don't know if I should risk using a Buster. I might need shield. Oh. Come on, Ryan. Oh god, there are a lot of them. Maybe a Buster would be a good idea. So I think it's AoE. Yeah, there we go. And let's finish it with a chain attack.
Looks like the Monado works on more than just Mechon. I gotta say, that's pretty awesome.
Ryan, I just realized something.
Huh?
The future I see, it isn't set. I think it's more like a warning.
A warning?
Yeah. A warning about what will happen. What will happen if I don't do anything. Or if I can't do anything. So I can use this power to change the future. And that's exactly what I intend to do.
You've got my vote. And if you really can do that, I think Fiora would have liked it too.
Yeah.
Right, let's get moving. We're nearly at the Bionic's knee.
And yeah, we got the Queen's Gut Fluid, because definitely what we want. So, something to take into account with shield. Every art has a number, and that corresponds with like the level. So how we can level up arts, enemies also have levels to their arts. So you need to make sure that shield is kept up to date, otherwise it's not gonna do what you want it to do, and you're gonna die like a fool. But we won't be worrying about that for a little while. We should be fine for the moment. But for now, looks like the end of the cave is in sight. And this moment, I'm just going to let it speak for itself.
Wow. No matter how many times I see this, I never get used to it.
On the other side of those clouds.
Yep. It's our enemy. Mechonis.
Our enemy.
If we just came up the Bionis shin...
Then this must be its kneecap, right?
Yep. Which means Colony 6 is up ahead.
Looks like we can climb up there.
Great. I love a good climb.
This moment, again, it's another one that gives me chills every time. If there's one thing Xenoblade has always been really good at, it's the sense of scale within its worlds. And Colony 9 and Tephra Cave, they're both kind of isolated. Colony 9 is so far down you can't really see anything. Tephra Cave is a cave. But this is the first moment when you can really see the whole world in its full glory. You can see the sword stretching over you, it's massive. You can see the Bionis. I mean, you can't see much of it because the sword's obscuring it, but just shows how massive this world is. And remember, this is a Wii game. Like, they did this on the Wii. That's very impressive. And over there, as they said, our enemy. Okay, can't view that heart to heart. But I think that's going to do it for today. That seems like a really good stopping point for today. We've just been introduced to a interesting looking new Mechon who might be playing a role in tomorrow's stream. But I'm quite happy with the amount I've got done today. You know, I got through the first 3 chapters of the game, did the attack on Colony 9, got through Tephra Cave. Can't really complain with how much I got through. So yeah, next time I'll be carrying on the journey towards Colony 6. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. There's going to be a bit of a schedule change this week. So, this coming Wednesday is the last Wednesday of the month, so I would usually be doing my variety stream, but as you may or may not know, as has been alluded to a few times in both my own and Ben's streams, Ben is coming to visit me, and so I've decided that I'm probably just not going to stream this Wednesday, and I'm going to push it back to a later week, some point during June, and just do 2 variety streams during June. But apart from that, I will be back tomorrow with some more Xenoblade Chronicles. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you then. Bye.